Hi there, hope you're all doing well. I'm back with another Cursed City mini. This week it is Emelda Braskov. As with all my Cursed City minis, she was primed in black and given a white zenithal highlight. I started off with plate mail metal for all of the plate mail, surprisingly. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You can also join my Discord using the link in the description. There you can share anything you've been working on as well as vote on video ideas that you want to see. Next up is Night Blue for everything she is wearing under the armor. I do also do the base of the cloak in this, but it seemed too dark, so you only really need to do the inside of the cloak. Now to brighten up that cloak, I used crystal blue. For the leather pouch and the griffin pelt, I grabbed charred brown. There are a few little bits of red on her as well, so I used vermilion on that one. Now I use Sunny's skin tone to do the face, beak, and I use this as a base coat for the white. Next up is Glorious Gold for all of the parts that should be gold on this mini. I then used Plague Brown to do a highlight on the leather pouch and just to get her hair coloured in. Now onto the trouble part of this mini with white. I used matte white thinned down with a few drops of white ink just to see if that helps with the chalkiness. It eventually took around 6 coats to get a decent smooth coverage that I had to keep adding in between the next few colours. To highlight the blue areas, I used Ice Storm. I go a little bit over the top on this on some of the night blue parts, but I just came back in and touched them back up with their base coat. The feathers were looking a little bit bland, so I used Monster Brown to just do a dry brush over them and give them some variation. Now onto the first wash with Flesh Wash. I used this on the Griffin, her face and her hair. For all of the blue areas, I used blue tone, thinned down a little as I didn't want to drown out that crystal blue. For the final wash, I used dark tone on all of the metallic areas and the bottom part of the griffin pelt, just to give a bit more variation. To bring some life back into her face, I came back in with Sunny skin tone, just to touch up those raised areas. Her hair passed a little bit too close to ginger territory, so I came back in and highlighted up with plague brown, just to keep that blonde look. I wanted to bring back some of the shine on the armor as well, so I used plate mail metal just to do an edge highlight over all of the armor pieces. Lastly, I wanted the tips of the feathers to pop some more, so it was another dry brush of Monster Brown. And that will be it for Emelda. I've based her the same way I've based all my Cursed City minis, just some sterling mud and a couple of dry brushes of grey. I think the white is getting there. This method definitely works better than it did with Cleona, but I think I've still got a bit of a way to come. But at distance that you see on a tabletop, it looks absolutely fine. As always, there will be photos of her on my Instagram and Ko-Fi pages. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. You can also join my Discord using the link in the description, where you can share what you've been working on and suggest video ideas of things you want to see in the future. If you just want to hang out and chat while I play games or paint minis, you can join me on Twitch, where I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays and Sundays at around 8 PM UK time. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content. Most importantly though, don't forget to be kind to each other.